Hey guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Animals of the Wild. The first thing I want to get through is that I'm sorry that I have been uploading for a long time. You know, COVID, school, my personal life has all gotten in the way. And I also wanted to make this big episode that I planned out. Okay, on to the juicy stuff. In this episode, we're not going to be talking about one animal, 5 or even 10 animals, but rather a question I've had. What would win if we got 10 animals, split them in half, with 5 animals on one team and 5 animals on the other? Which team would win in a soccer game? I know it sounds weird, but hang on. See, I have a list of animals, and I randomly selected them from there. And now we have the 2 teams, so let me introduce you to them. Team 1 is called Team Destiny, and on Team Destiny, we have the bighorn sheep. The second member of Team Destiny is way up here, the Australian pelican. The third member is from the bottom to the top. It's down here, and it's the jaguar. The fourth member is a primate closely related to us, the western gorilla. And the fifth member is a snake, a very black one, the black mamba. On to team number 2. Team number 2's name is Team Defender. On that team, we have the white-tailed deer. Most of you have probably seen this guy. Number 2 is down here again, a carnivore, the Arctic wolf. Number 3 on Team Defender is actually up here, the southern cassowary. Number 4 on Team Defender is the American beaver. And number 5 is the world's largest marsupial, the red kangaroo. Here's Team Destiny. Get a good look at them. And Team Defender. Okay, now I'm going to explain one by one these animals. The first member of Team Destiny is the bighorn sheep. Scientific name, Ophius canadenus. This animal has curved horns that the males have. These horns can grow up to 75 centimeters long. They live in North America, in deserts and mountains. Their diet is herbivorous, and they can run up to 35 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. These animals, like all caprinates, have something on their head. It's called cranial cushion, and when they block an impact with their skull, the cranial cushion nullifies that impact so their head doesn't get hurt that much. Because they live in the mountains, they have very spongy feet with tough soles and sharp edges. These help them cling on to rocks and not fall off. They can also jump 9 meters. That's really far. Number 2 on Team Destiny is the Australian pelican. Their scientific name is insanely hard to say, so I have it over here. Pelecanus conspicuatus. I know, right? These animals live in Australia, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. They live around coastlines and shorelines. Their diet includes fish, and they can fly up to 56 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. They have a special ability. They have the largest beak of any bird in the world, and they have this gular pouch. It's used for catching fish, but it can hold up to 13 liters of water. That's so much. These animals can fly, obviously, because they're birds, but they can also swim using their webbed feet. Number 3 on Team Destiny is a cat, the jaguar. Scientific name, Panthera onca. These animals live in rainforests in South America, and they're the top predator. So, their diet consists of deer, tapir, capybara, and monkeys. They have spots called rosettes, and these help them camouflage. They also have the strongest bite of any cat, up to 1,500 psi. That's double a lion, even more. These cats can run really fast and climb pretty good like leopards, but they also can swim, which is really rare when you see in cats. They can reach speeds of up to 75 kilometers per hour. Number 4 on Team Destiny is the western gorilla. Scientific name, gorilla. These animals are very strong, and they share 99% of their DNA with humans. They also have a feature that almost no other member on any of these teams have. They can stand upright. They are also highly intelligent, meaning they can maybe block the ball and kick it. These animals are herbivorous, and also, like jaguars, live in rainforests. But they don't live in South America, they live in Africa, in the Congos. They can reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. Last but not least on Team Destiny is the black mamba. These are the fastest snakes in the world, and their scientific name is also really hard to say. Dendrospis polylepis. It's so hard. These animals are black and have a copper head. They can raise that head high above the ground, and they open their mouth and hiss. Their mouth is full of black, and that's why they're called black mambas. The hissing helps them warn off predators. These animals can move up to speeds of 20 kilometers per hour, the fastest of any snake. Their diet is carnivorous, and they live in Africa in savannas. Okay, there's Team Destiny. Now on to Team Defender. First member of Team Defender is the white-tailed deer, an animal that maybe some of you have seen in real life. Their scientific name is Odocoileus virgineus. They have antlers, but only the males have them, and they shed them every winter. They have the ability to jump 2.5 meters straight up into the air and 9 meters. That's the same as the bighorn sheep. Their diet is herbivorous, like almost all deers, and they live in North America, mostly in grasslands and forests. They can go up to speeds of 65 kilometers per hour. Okay, number 2 on Team Defender is the Arctic wolf, scientific name Canis lupus apterus. These animals share lots with the gray wolf, whose scientific name is Canis lupus, almost the same. The only difference is their thick white fur, sharper carnassial teeth, shorter arms, sharper claws for gripping onto the ground, and slightly smaller ears. These animals are also carnivorous and usually prey on muskox and Arctic hares. They can run up to speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. That's so fast. And they live up north in Greenland, the Arctic, and some parts of Canada. But you won't be seeing them down here south. Third on Team Destiny is the red kangaroo. Scientific name, Ospurus rufus. This is the largest marsupial in the world and the largest kangaroo. These animals can jump up to speeds of 65 kilometers per hour. Their diet is also herbivorous, and they live in grasslands, deserts, and savannas of Australia. They can jump up to 9 meters, and that's so far almost the same as the white-tailed deer and bighorn sheep. And they have a tail up to 1.2 meters in length, which helps them. I think I mentioned that they can jump up to speeds of 65 kilometers per hour. They have really big feet, which helps them jump, and when they jump and they land, the tendons in their feet are like elastics, and when they jump again, they spring. Number 4 on Team Defender is the North American beaver. Scientific name, Castor canadenus. These animals are also herbivorous, like almost everyone on Team Defender. They have, like all rodents, very large teeth that never stop growing in their lifetime. They're very slow on ground, only reaching speeds of 5 kilometers per hour, but can almost reach speeds of 10 kilometers per hour in the water. To warn other beavers or predators, they slap their tail on water, and that alerts other beavers in the area. They have very dark brown fur, which is almost waterproof and is coated with an oily substance. The teeth, like I mentioned, never stop growing, and they have to bite and chew on lots of things to make sure they don't grow way too long. They live in rivers and streams in North America. Beavers have very sharp teeth, and they keep them sharp by, like I said, biting on things. The teeth look orange because they have iron on them. Oh, sorry, I mentioned to remind you guys that they have webbed feet, and that's what they use for swimming, but they don't have webbed front feet, and they use these for gripping and clawing. Last but not least on Team Defender is the southern cassowary, mostly known as the world's most dangerous bird. Why they're known as that? Because of their sharp toes and claws on their feet, but we'll get to that later. Their body is black with feathers, but their head is really cool. They have a purple, blue, orangey back here, light blue head, and black face. They also have a cool crest that's like orangey brown. You guys zoom in. This thing on their head, like a helmet, is called a casque. And the last notable feature is probably this thing. These flaps of skin that are reddish pink are called a wattle. Cassowaries, like I said, are known as the world's most dangerous bird, and they have that because of the 3 sharp claws. The inward claws, this one and this one, can grow up to 12 centimeters long, just claws. And they can use these to kick predators, and these kicks can be fatal, just like an ostrich. Okay, I know I already explained the teams and I showed them to you guys, but here's a quick review. Team Destiny, Bighorn Sheep. Australian Pelican, Black Mamba, Jaguar, and Western Gorilla. Team Defender, White-tailed deer, Arctic wolf, red kangaroo, North American beaver, and southern cassowary. Okay, now let's get to who would win and which abilities can help these animals win. Let's talk about Team Destiny first. Now, the bighorn sheep isn't the fastest of Team Destiny. It isn't even the 3rd fastest. The jaguar, Australian pelican, and western gorilla are all faster. But it does have the cranial cushion and these feet with good grip. It can also probably jump the farthest of any member on Team Destiny. it would probably be good as maybe a defender, considering when the ball's coming, it can either kick it away or hit it with its head. Now the pelican is kind of weird, considering its feet can't even grab it because they're webbed. But it is the second fastest and has this gular pouch, which can maybe hold the ball. So it can maybe go in, grab the ball, and lend it to someone else on their team. So it's a really important member. The black mamba is the slowest of this team, but also one of the most maneuverable, considering it can go in and out of players' legs. The jaguar is the fastest, at 75 kilometers per hour, is faster than any other player on the field. It can probably be great as forward because it can get the ball quickly and attack. Last but not least, the gorilla. The gorilla, even though is pretty fast, I think would do best as the goalie, being able to throw, kick, and catch the ball. The gorilla is probably one of the only animals in the world that can throw, even though they can't throw as well as humans, because they're not that accurate. Now here's Team Defender. This is probably the faster of the teams, with the white-tailed deer at 65 kilometers per hour and can be able to jump 1.5 meters straight in the air and 9 meters long. That can be great as an attacker. The Arctic wolf is probably the most social of any of these animals and would also be great as an attacker, considering it's the fastest of its team at 70 kilometers per hour. It also has great stamina and endurance. The red kangaroo is kind of weird in the sense that if it jumps over the ball, it can't really kick it. But it does have that 1.2 meter long tail, and it can jump 9 meters, quickly getting to the ball, maybe using its tail. I think it would be great as an attacker, and maybe even better than the white-tailed deer, but we'll figure that out later. The beaver is very weird in the sense that it's 5 kilometers per hour. Even I can walk faster than it, so I don't know what it can do, but it's too small to be the goalie considering the net is way too big. So I think we need to give Team Defender a little bit of a boost, increasing the size of the beaver. The beaver would be great at defender then, considering it has these grabbing claws, its webbed feet which take up even more space, and this tail which can slap away the ball. Now the southern cassowary is a great all-around build. It can kick really strong and can run at 50 kilometers per hour, which is also pretty fast. And it can maybe even headbutt it using its casque. So, obviously Team Defender, hence the name, is actually not that good at defending, considering it has 4 actually pretty fast animals, all 50 and above kilometers per hour. While Team Destiny here only has 2 that can go more than 50 kilometers per hour. Before I say which team I think will win, I want you guys to write which team you think will win down in the comments below. And last but not least, I have a surprise guest. His name's Eirik and he's one of my friends. Eirik, which team do you think you will win? On team number 1, Team Destiny, there's the bighorn sheep, the Australian pelican, black mamba, jaguar, and western gorilla. And on team 2, there's the white-tailed deer, Arctic wolf, red kangaroo, North American beaver, and southern cassowary. Which team do you think will win?
I think team number 2 is going to win.
Team Defender?
The reason I think it's going to win is probably because of the kangaroo, can jump, probably kick the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
The other animals sound good too.
Yeah. Thanks for your opinion. See you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Okay. So here's the moment of truth. The team that will win, that I think will win, is Team Defender. I agree with Eirik, basically on everything. The kangaroo is probably the second most important on the team. This guy, he can jump really fast. He can go 65 kilometers per hour. He has this 1.2 meter tail. He can just kick the ball with this tail. He can kick it with these huge hind feet. The Arctic wolf, just the second fastest of any of the animals here. I mean, this guy is a pack hunter, so it makes sense that he's good at coordinating. He can just kick the ball into the net very fast, and he can just go in between animals. The white-tailed deer, this guy it's like all deer. Basically, it's fast, it can kick the ball, it knows how to dodge obstacles, and it can jump 9 meters. Basically, the kangaroo, but on legs and with a shorter tail. The beaver is probably, it seems like the underdog, but when you just make him bigger, this guy's probably the most important on the team. The goalie is obviously the most important, and this guy has like a tail that can kick the ball, it can block the ball, it has those front arms that can basically grab the ball and stop it. It has these hind back feet with webs, these webbed feet that can also maybe stop the ball if it's bigger. And the Southern cassowary, it seems like not that important, but I mean, it's 50 kilometers per hour is no joke. And with these large hind feet, this is basically an ostrich but smaller and with more dangerous feet, being able to kick the ball real fast, real hard, real high. And yeah, I think this team will win overall. I think there was actually no competition. The only way Team Defender could win, actually Team Destiny could win, is if like the animals were faster, if the animals were bigger, like smarter, better at dodging obstacles. But honestly, nobody on Team Destiny can even stand up to Team Defender. So that's the end of this video. The winner is Team Defender, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.